Packers and the Eagles. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go here in Sao Paulo. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Packers make their way out for the first time, and it's Jordan Love that has the keys to the car here in his 5th season as a pro and 2nd as a starter.
And Love established himself as a legitimate franchise quarterback a season ago. And let's not forget, he had to exhibit a lot of patience, waiting for his opportunity to become the man. And once he got that chance, he hit the ground running. The question now from the rest of the league, can he sustain that success? The Packers certainly believe he will.
Throwing. Love looking deep here for Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw now. Here's Love. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Play action this time with Love. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give that sack to the Kobe Dean.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
On play action. Love to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the 1st quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Our first carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Love. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Hurts. Here's a diving catch right side. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to set.
Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. A first down carry for Barkley. Broken tackle. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The extra receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh, no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. Their 2nd drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. He's a 2nd-round pick, a solid 2nd-round pick, but when you're close to that 1st round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a 1st-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some teams in the league that 1st-round grades on him.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Love. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play fake. Here's Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Love now. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Jacobs will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Jacobs again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field. It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing is Hurts. That's complete right around the 8. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith from 8 yards out. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun. Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jaden Reed, 43 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Potential grounding, offense.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Looking to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Left side, he finds Pierce. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take it. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Hey, Charles, they got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he fires one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance of yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Great, set.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 16, Hurts. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A handoff to Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
To throw now. Here's Love. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here now a 3rd and 20. Now Love.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Final minute now of the third quarter. To throw again on second down. Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards for number 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
They'll go to Barkley again, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Barkley fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles will add to their fourth quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Throwing. Love. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense. Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Love.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Well, they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Again, it's Love.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
Touchdown, Packers.
Alec Pierce.
40 yards.
And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Now Saquon Barkley.
And able to get this to the 31.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now back to throw. And this one complete to Smith.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
63, 63, 63.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he works free. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
This is 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Here's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Love. Dancing to his left. Oh, and what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much